Hey friends, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to use Photoroom and ChatGPT to post in Poshmark. So first you'll open up Photoroom. Down at the bottom there, you'll see that batch. We will click Start Batch. This will allow you to upload multiple photos. This is going to remove the background and give you a white background. You can also resize this so that it fits in Poshmark perfectly. So there it just automatically removes my background and turns it white. When you scroll down to marketplaces, you'll see it says Poshmark there. So that is going to resize it so that it fits perfectly in Poshmark. I also still go in and zoom in and make them a little bit bigger so that it fits perfectly inside of that square. And I'm going to go through every one of these photos to make sure it's fitting perfectly. That way, when you guys post it in Poshmark, you do not have to do anything with it. It is all set up perfectly for you. You can also, when you use two fingers, you can actually push and hold and spin the item, which is super helpful if you're trying to really get in there and see details. So I'm just going through each one right now, zooming in. Down at the bottom there on that, you'll see where I'm clicking light on. That just makes it a little bit brighter, almost like you had your ring light on the item. Here I'm zooming in on the date code on this Louis Vuitton Epi bag. So you just go through each one. And yes, this does take a tiny bit, but I swear you guys, this makes a huge difference when it comes to having professional looking photos in Poshmark. And anything that you can make more aesthetically pleasing to the eye really keeps people in your closet. So there I zoomed into the hardware. So at the end, you just click next and then click save to camera roll. So now I'm opening up ChatGPT. So this is where we will have the SEO description. So I am typing in SEO description and then pulling in those photos that I just saved from Photoroom. So ChatGPT will recognize your item, and especially if you have a ruler or a measuring tape in there, it will accurately depict the exact measurements of your item. However, even if you do not have a ruler or measuring tape, it will still measure it for you. Just make sure that it is accurate. So this is the entire description that it gave me. It gives you the item, it gives you the title, it gives you features of the item. It talks about it being epi leather. It says it's Toledo blue. There's the measurements, the condition. So it even zooms in for you and it can tell the condition of the item, and then it gives you the hashtags. So what you do is you double click and you go in and you scroll down and you highlight all of that and then click copy. So now I'm going into Poshmark and I'm clicking sell. I do still keep Smart List AI on, even though I don't use any of the description or title for that. I will still use it because it still does pull in things like how much I'm going to post it for. It will still sometimes it can tell what the brand is. So I do still leave that on because it does save a little bit of time. So it is scanning now to see if it can recognize what the item is. And look at it, it doesn't even know that it's a Louis Vuitton. So this is another reason why I don't like to use the Poshmark AI. I prefer to use the ChatGPT. So I have copied and pasted it into the description, everything from ChatGPT. And now I am going and changing the title. I just copied and pasted it from what I just pasted in. So now I'm going back through and deleting. In ChatGPT, they will add these little lines, and I take those out because sometimes it can make it a little bit too long. I go through and I always read through just to make sure everything is accurate. Again, taking out another line. There it has a condition. Just make sure that the condition is correct. 99% of the time it is. It is crazy how ChatGPT can do that for us. And then down at the bottom, it does have hashtags and keywords. So these are the most important, you guys. This is what's going to pull in people from Google for you. And it's super easy. All we're doing is adding the rest of the listing items that you need. You put in your listing price and then you're good to go.